Hey guys, so welcome back. So we are gonna start working on. Sorry for that. We're gonna start working on the site right now, and today or for this video, I hope to be able to finish up the navigation bar. Okay, the nav bar. So this is what. Sorry, this is what we are going to be doing. So this is what we're going to be doing right here. This whole nav bar here from the Nike to this. So first of all, basically let's get into it. Okay, all right. So first thing we need to do now is that we want to have a nav bar, so we just go and say nav, that's a navigation, and remember we're using on semantics, and I already went ahead and put all the links that I need right here. So this is for the reset on semantic. If you've been following the other videos, you definitely know what I'm doing. And then this is the navigations, the SVG and PNG that we will be needing for the course. Okay, so going into it right now, firstly we want to have this Nike right here, this Nike that's here. We want to have this Nike, and then we'll have all these ones. So this is definitely going to be like a list, right? But we're going to float it like a list, and then the same thing here, we'll probably float it as well. All right, and then this one should be a standalone. So if you're going to use a box model now, you're going to use your eye to measure it. You know that, okay, this one could be one box, then this one could be one rectangular long box here, then this one should be another box here. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, so for the first one, I'm going to create a div for it, and then let's use the shorthand method, and then let's see. Okay, so we're going to use container for it, and yep, that works. So this is for the nav. Okay, this is for the nav that I don't need. Sorry, I should have this here. Okay, this is for the nav, and then it should probably have a grid of 100. It doesn't have a grid of 100. And then as we are going, I just remembered at the end of this, I'll probably make it responsive, or a bit more responsive. So in case you are viewing it in tablet mode or your mobile, it should still look good, because I noticed that some videos that people make, when they make it, design the whole interface, they don't usually check for how to be when it's responsive, or for responsive modes or something like that. So I'm going to try and do that as well. Okay, all right, so moving on now, I have this should be for the Nike. So I'm going to give it a smaller grid, right? Let's say grid 20 or something like that. First of all, let's use that, and then we'll see. We'll adjust it when we have the other ones in play. Okay, and then we're going to have our image tag, and the source of our image that we want to use, it's where is it now? Nike SVG. Okay, so we're going to use Nike SVG. It's inside the image tag. Okay. Okay. So we have this now for the Nike, but we want to give it a height and size, because if we don't, it's going to look something like this. I think this is too big already, so we're going to style it and make it smaller. Okay, so moving on, let's style it here. So give it a width. What should we say the width now? Let's say 40 pixels. Give it a width of 40 pixels, and then width of 40 pixels. And we'll see how that looks right now. Let's just check it. Oh, I think that's too small. Too small. Should we say 90? Say 90 or 95, 100 maybe. Let's let 95. Okay, so leave that. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing. All right. So that is done. Now we need another, and let's say grade, because it's almost in the middle. So we're gonna say grade 55 maybe. Okay, and then we're gonna have our list. Yeah, give me the list. How many dishes do we need? We need about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 5 lists. 5 list items, sorry. Yeah. So 5. Okay. So we're gonna say the first one I think is new release or something like that. New release. Then next one is men. Yeah, men. Why is it writing many? Many men. Then women. We also need kids. And what else now? I think it's customize or something. Customize. Okay, I think that's that. So now we need what's the other thing we need? Let's see, what's that thing? So now we need this. So these are SVGs. If you don't know about SVG, you can send a request. I can make a video for SVGs, or you can look it up. So I'm gonna work with the SVG now, and all right. So we need another. I think I can just copy this stuff. I mean, instead of using that, I can just copy this and then just use it. Yeah. But this grid now, because it's still going to be small, so let's say 10. Should 10 be enough for it? It might be too big. I mean, it might be too small. Let's say 15. All right. So with 15, so all these are going to be images actually. Gonna be images actually. Let's see. Can I do this? Oh no, I can't do this. I have to delete all of this individually. That sucks. That sucks. Yeah. I think there are only 3, so I need just 3. So okay. So the first one, let me see. Yeah. I need image tags. Okay. So image tags for my SVGs, I know they are here inside images, and the first one is search. So you search and then everything is getting searched at once. Okay, so let's see what we have now. Oh, my SVGs are not showing. Why have I not styled them? I think maybe because I've not styled them or something. SVGs are not showing. Okay, we'll get to that. Let's keep working. I think that because I'm not giving them a width or something like that. So let's quickly do that and say equals what should we say now? 20 pixels. Okay. Okay, so you can see them. Since they're all searched, that's why they're showing search. So I'll change it to something else. The next one we need is what do we need? You need a cut and the profile. Cut and profile. Let's see. What did I say? What? Profile. Okay, no, I said cut first. Cut. Then we need profile. Profile. Okay. Now I noticed something that the top of this is wide. The top of what's it called now? Sorry, not this. The top of this is wide, right? They are here. I don't want them here. According to this, it's supposed to be flush in the middle, right? So we don't want them to be that high up. So that means we have to implement some CSS. So I have a CSS file here, but it's empty. now going to just do some housekeeping. Okay, so you're gonna watch me do some CSS. Let me know if you want me to be fast forwarding, I mean, how they call it, to forward the video, so you don't have to see me do a bunch of all these things if you don't want me to. Okay, so we're gonna say background color. I think I can use a BG. Yep, background color. Let's see, white. Yeah. And then what font do we want to use now? Font family. I like using this. Where is it? Is it here? This way go. Yeah, I think this one. I'm gonna use this one. Okay, that's for the font. That should take care of the font. And for the what's it called now? For the lists, let's do that for the lists, and we're gonna say text decoration, and we'll give it none. We don't want any on the lines on our text decoration, and then we're going to float them to the left. You know, when you keep working, as I say, practice makes perfect. As you keep working, you definitely get used to all the, well, not all, but you know, most of the CSS attributes you might need, right? So you just know them by heart, because there are a lot. You know, sometimes you're wondering, how the person take know all the thing where they write for you? Because I used to, when I started, then I used to like, how do they know all this thing? Like, do you calm them or something? But you get used to it though when you work, so don't worry, don't be frightened. Okay, so now this is for the UI specifically. We're going to give it a margin of auto. We want it to move by itself automatically depending on what is around. Okay, and now for our SVG, let's style it, because I feel like it's too close together. Should we do that now? Okay, no, let's we're working on the navigation now. Let's finish navigations first. Let's see, what do we need now? Give it the background color for our navigation. Background color of white. So let's see what we have so far. Okay, so we can definitely make this bolder, this men and women, because if you see here it's bold, so we can make it bolder. Okay, all right, so let's say, how do we start here now? So we want to say, I can do li and then make it bold, or what can I do now? Okay, I can just set this font weight on it. Actually, sure, let's set a font weight on it. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's use an ID here. There's an ID here. Right, there's an ID here, and one here. Okay, so we want to put an ID. Here. We want to put a style or a class or whatever you will call it here, so that we can make this font. We can make this font thicker, and then we can drop it down. Okay, so what we are going to do is target this one here that houses everything here, right? So we can now come here and say ID, and then give it a, let's say nav. Okay, give it that, and then we can come here and say nav, font width, not font width, font weight, font width, and then we'll give it a font width of and then let's drop it down. So that means we give it a margin top of margin top of what if let's try 40 pixels. I don't want it to be too high. Give it a margin top of 40 pixels, and then I think we should do the same thing for what's it called, for SVGs though. But right now SVGs are at the top, and then they look really, is it together now? What's the word? I think I need to reduce the spacing among it so that it can where is it here? So I give it a width of this. Alright, but I should reduce the spacing among it. So what we'll do, we'll give it a class, an ID. We'll give this navigation an ID just so that it can take up this property that we already set for this one, right? We want it to drop down, so we'll say nav, and then we can also now come and set a class for it for this one here. Give it a class, since it's SVG, so let's call it SVG. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to, let me show you. Okay, see, it has gone down because we gave the ID. So what we want to do, I want to reduce the spacing between them so that they can fit in the box. You know, we gave it a grid of 15, grid 15. So we want to, it's too wide, so we want to reduce the box so that it can all fit in the same this thing. So I think I like to do stuff. I like to work like this. So okay, so we'll say SVG, and what are we saying now? Give it a margin right. No, let's first align it. Margin, align items center. Okay, so we have to put it in the center. Then we want to target the li that is inside the SVG. Okay, this is called child selector, something like that. All right, so once I get the child inside, and then we're gonna say margin right. Sorry, these are the spell margin now. Okay? Margin right of margin right 25 pixels, and let's see how it will be now. Okay, so I think this looks good. So what happens is that I can't really show you my hand on illustration. Okay, so it was too wide, so we reduce the spacing in between them. So say margin right. So in other words, from the right side, give it a space, like push it to the left. You understand? Like put a space on the right, so then it will now move to the left. Or that space is 25 pixels, so it pushes it to this side and then pushes it to this side. So this one now have space. No, this one was here before, so you now have space to now come up here. So that's what we have done here. So I think this should be it, or am I missing any other thing? I think this should be it for this video. I'm trying to make it as short as possible. So next time we are going to actually do some things with this and make it hover. That is, when I put my mouse on it, I want it to hover and just maybe change color or something like that. Okay. All right, so if you like this video and well, you like what we're doing and you're excited to see the magic of Alpine, I'm going to use Alpine for the next one. Okay, so please like, please share, subscribe. It really helps a lot. It helps the channel a lot. Please subscribe if you like the video, because the upcoming videos are really gonna be nice that I'm gonna be doing, and especially when I talked about the responsiveness, because like I said, you see people doing nice videos and cool website landing pages and all that, but they don't really touch the responsiveness of that cool video. And then I often wonder, okay, this video is nice, this landing page is nice, but how does it hold up when it's when it's in a mobile view or when it's in a tablet view or something like that? So we're not going to go in depth, but I'm going to show you the basics of how you can do that, still have a cool website and still make it look responsive. All right, so I've been Ola, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.